Alright, this is the video game main characters tier list. We got over 30 characters here on Tier Maker. Let's go ahead and get into it. We got Agent 47 from Hitman. I've been playing a little bit of Hitman 2016 recently. His story is very subtle, but it's also pretty impactful. Also, the games are amazing, and he's just a badass. I'm going to give him an S tier. So we got an S tier right off the bat. Moving on to Captain Price. Captain Price from the Modern Warfare series of COD. I used to think he was really cool. I used to like him a lot. And then the new Modern Warfare games came out, and by proximity of him being a main character in those games and me not liking them, he moved down for me from what he would have been, which probably would have been damn good. So I'm going to put him in decent. And then we got, let's see, King of Grove Street. What is this guy's name? I don't even remember.
Ah, shit. Here we go again. Worst place in the world. Rolling Heights baller country. Now I ain't represented Grove Street in 5 years, but the ballers won't give a shit.
I mean, his game was good, but I don't remember a single thing about his actual character. So let's go ahead and put him in terrible, because if I don't remember him after how many hours I've put into San Andreas, I'm not gonna put him any higher than terrible. Phoenix Wright. He's a damn good character. Very passionate, very driven, very powerful. He's a damn good character. Clementine, The Walking Dead. You know what? She's a damn good character. Is she S tier? Honestly, I never finished the last season of the Telltale series, so I can't say for sure if she's S tier. She has the potential for it. I like her character a lot, so I'm going to put her in damn good, but I don't think I've seen enough of her based off of not having played the last season to put her in S. Cloud. He did hit. He did hit Tifa. I'm going to put him in decent. He's a decent dude. His aesthetic, his outfit, his drip, his sword, his style compared to everybody on this list, he is already better than all of them. Maybe not 47, because he's been in some wacky outfits that are pretty cool. But you know what? I'm going to bump him up to damn good because he's got some nice drip on him. Donkey Kong, dude's kind of a Chad, honestly. He just kidnaps princesses, throws barrels, and he's slinging that hog because he's got a kid. I'm going to put him in S tier. Donkey Kong's pretty fucking solid. Ellie, I would have to compare her to Clem while doing this ranking, because normally I'm not a huge fan of The Last of Us. I haven't played part 2. I haven't watched the series or anything like that. But based off of what I've seen in the first game, I did like her a lot more than Clem. And I know just because of like watching clips and stuff that she becomes kind of similar to Clem, where she kind of becomes a badass after that first game. But I think she does it in a much better way than Clem, and she does it against more difficult zombie outbreak. So I'm going to put her a tier above Clem. I'm going to put her in S solely based off the fact that Clem's in damn good, and I don't feel good putting them in the same tier. So Ellie gets an S tier. Ezio's decent. His games were really good. But his story, I mean, I don't really remember it too decent, honestly. Most of what I remember from these games are the fact that he's not actually, well, how should I put this? He's being piloted by somebody from the modern world. And so what we see of what he actually does, and you know what? I'm not even going to get into the semantics of how the Assassin's Creed games work because I don't remember. It's been so long since I've played them. And the new games, I don't know if they've expanded on the fact that they put people into the shoes of people in the past. I don't know about all that well enough to talk too much about it. So I'm just going to put him in decent because I liked his games, and I think his games were better than the rest of the franchise, minus a few here and there, like Rogue or Assassin's Creed 3. So I'm going to put him in decent. This guy, Oh, the Dead Rising guy. Dead Rising 1. I don't remember his name. I think it might apply the same with the San Andreas guys. If I don't remember his name, there's no way he could be higher on this list, right? I don't know. I mean, he's a lot more badass than the dude from San Andreas because he's fighting zombies. He's stuck with them in a mall and stuff. I'm gonna put him in below average. He's definitely better than Dead Rising 2's main character. I'm not sure if he's better than Dead Rising 3's main character, but I think below average is all right. I think it's an okay spot. Ghost. Ghost. I have the same problems with Ghost as I do with Price. Is that him being in those new Modern Warfare games diminishes his character just because of the fact that he's in those games. The fact that he's in those new games makes me like him less, especially because his story wrapped up very cleanly. We all thought he died, and it was like this crazy iconic moment, like the best moment in probably any Call of Duty game, being the end of Modern Warfare 2, with him also carrying a lot of weight of how awesome that game was a lot of it due to him. I'm going to put him above Price, but I can't put him in S or any higher because of the new games. I just don't like them enough to not enough to affect my rating for these characters. Okay, we got Kirby. Kirby doesn't have a lot of story, right? I mean, all he does is suck. You know what? That's pretty fucking valid. I'm gonna put him in S tier, or is it a she? I don't even know. Okay, Kirby's going in S. All she does, or he does, they does. I don't know. All Kirby does is suck and like turns into goofy forms of whatever he sucked. So like that's cool, I guess. He's kind of annoying in Smash Bros to play against, but he's also kind of fun too. Yeah, I think S tier works for him. Kratos. Kratos would be pretty high for me, but the new two games that he's in kind of diminished his character a little bit for me. They they did make his character a lot cooler in some ways, but I think they made him a lot less cool in more significant ways, if that makes any sense. I'm going to put him in damn good because he's solid and classic, but I don't like the direction of the new games. I've only played I don't remember the names. I think God of War is the first one and God of War Ragnarok is the second one. I haven't played Ragnarok or the second new game. I don't know if those are the exact names, but I haven't played that second one, so I'm not entirely sure if that improve my outlook on the character or not, but I'm going to put him in damn good. He's a solid character. Lara Croft. Lara Croft, she's kind of badass, honestly. But with how many games she had, or she has, and the fact that she's still doing a bunch of crazy bullshit that puts her life in danger for what exploration's sake. I mean, it doesn't really make much sense to me, but she does it while looking pretty damn fine. So I'm gonna put her in damn good. Those pixelated boobies. What's this guy's name? Lee. Lee from the Walking Dead Telltale series, season 1. He was a pretty cool character. I think it's kind of hard to rank him because you chose most of his actions through the story. So you could purposefully make him a really good character or a really bad character that you don't like. I'm going to put him in decent because you could go either way with this guy. At the end of the day, he will always do the same things story wise, which will be he'll always take it on the chin to keep Clem alive, and he'll always keep her with him, and he'll always go look for her and everything. So he's a decent guy, but honestly, the big standout character from that season was Clem, even though in that season she wasn't actually a playable character. I think that makes it to where I can't put him on the same a tier as Clem. So I'm gonna put him in decent. Can't put him any more below because he's a good guy. Link, Link is a simp. Link is a simp. I'm gonna put him in terrible. He doesn't actually have much story himself. I could be ignorant in saying that. I haven't played all of the Legend of Zelda games. As far as I understand, the majority of the story of those games are not based off of Link's character. He's just kind of going through a world and figuring out stuff, but a lot of the story doesn't actually involve him at all. He kind of disrupts what's happening in the world, if that makes any sense. I don't know. That's how I see it. I've only played a couple of the Legend of Zelda games, but that's kind of how I see him. I don't know. I'm going to put him in terrible because he's a simp and I don't know. He's kind of weird. Although I do main him in Smash. He is pretty clean character in Smash. Mafia 3's main character. I don't remember this guy's name. Terrible. Okay, nothing more to say. If I don't remember your name, you can't go any higher than terrible. Okay, I think the main character, he was kind of whiny throughout the game. I mean, he was kind of a badass, so he made up for it a little bit, but he was also kind of a little bitch sometimes. He's gonna go in terrible because I don't remember his name. Mario. Mario's also a simp, but he has better voice lines than Link. He also doesn't have much of a story. And he's also more so just a face. He's just the face of Nintendo. He just goes to save the princess, which I mean, I guess that's okay. Not everybody has to have a great story. I mean, obviously Mario is one of the most successful and popular video game characters of all time. All he does is one thing, but I need more nuance. I'm going to put him in below average. He's better than Link. He has better voice lines. Moving on, we got Master Chief, GOAT. Nothing more to say. I mean, it's Master Chief. What can I say? Watching this guy playing as him, going through the stories. Master Chief's so cool. Master Chief, he's united the Covenant and the Marines. Okay? He's taken out the Flood. All right? He survived nukes. All right? He survived getting thrown into planets from space. This dude's badass. He deserves GOAT status. Am I going to put somebody else up here? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, Mega Man. Gouge out my eyes. Terrible character. His design is terrible. His kit is terrible. Like all of his weapons and stuff, there's just basic. They're not cool. They're not unique. They're not fun. Everything about him is bland. And he's all blue. Ugh. I don't even want to look at him. He's got like a counterpart. I don't remember their name. I think it's Zero or something like that. But they got an actual color scheme. They have cooler weapons. Pretty sure they have a better story too. I mean, I don't remember too much about Mega Man. I mean, Mega Man's pretty dog shit as a character, honestly. I mean, his games aren't even that fun either. Yeah, it is a terrible character. All right, we got crap. You know what? I said if I don't remember their name, they can't go higher than terrible. But this is the dude from Uncharted, okay? I don't remember his name, but he cannot be in terrible. These games have brought me so much joy. The Uncharted 3 game on PlayStation 3, one of my favorite games of all time. I have a bunch of great memories with that game. I can't put him in terrible. I can't do it. I think he's very similar to Lara Croft. They have a very similar thing. They go and explore and they always find crazy situations that they end up in that they should never have survived, and they do somehow. But he's not as hot as Lara, obviously, because he's a dude, so he doesn't have that pixelated titty sex appeal. So I'm gonna put him a tier below. I don't remember his name, so I think decent is fair. Parappa the Rappa. Oh my god. Oh my god. I forgot he was on this list. Yep. Crap, what did I do? There we go. He gets his own tier. It's godlike. All right. Honestly, I don't even need to say any more. If you've never played a Parappa the Rappa game, go ahead and do it. And thank me later. All right, Ryu. Ryu travels around, fights people, tries to prevent the evil from growing within him so he doesn't end up like Akuma. Ryu's okay. Ryu's all right. I think he's about middle of the pack. Kind of a basic fighting game main character. Nothing too crazy about him. Always a consistent character, but like never top tier or bottom tier. Ryu's all right. Yeah, pretty average. Put him in decent. Sam Fisher. Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell. I have only played a very small amount of Splinter Cell games, so I don't know his story too well. I think he has kind of a similar thing with the Hitman games did, where they had like a game or two that were kind of abnormal from a regular Splinter Cell game and kind of forced you into more of a linear path, but the story was more in your face, whereas the story in the traditional games is kind of in the background and it's not the focus at all. Play Chaos Theory, you're more so there to do what you do in Hitman, just kind of go around, figure out how to traverse and get your objectives done, kill your targets if that's what you need to do, and leave. But then you get something like Splinter Cell Blacklist, whichever one he goes to prison in, that might be the same as Blacklist, but kind of forces you to not play the way that you want, or at least the way that I want, which is like Chaos Theory and like, the Hitman 2016 or, Hitman Blood Money instead of Absolution or Blacklist. I think because he isn't as iconic as 47, he can't go into S tier. I don't really know too much about his story, so I'm just going to put him in decent. He's a decent main character for a stealth game. What is this guy's name? I can't remember. Mass Effect. See, the difference with this guy and with these guys, is that his name is on the tip of my tongue, but I still don't remember his name. And I don't have the same love for the Mass Effect series as I do for the Uncharted series. So I'm gonna continue to abide by my previously established rule and keep him in the terrible tier, even though realistically I'd probably put him in below average. Andromeda, a lot of people weren't big fans of that. I actually liked Andromeda, for the gameplay at least. The story I don't really remember too well. Wasn't nearly as memorable as the original trilogy of games. I think something below average is the right fit. We're gonna put him in terrible. Soap, low-key, I like Soap more than Price. He's not as good as Ghost though, but Soap, you know what? I'm just gonna put him in decent. I don't want to think too hard about it. Soap's decent. Ooh, Solid Snake. Goat. Wait, can I put him above 47? That's the real question. Snake is sick. The Metal Gear Solid games, fantastic. Solid Snake has a lot of story. Like, his story is very obvious whenever you play these games, whereas it's not as obvious whenever you play these games. So he stands out a lot more. And then also the wackiness of the series while maintaining what I want through pretty much every game of just being a straight up stealth game. Plus his character having like a better, just like looking cooler and more badass and being more badass. I think Solid Snake makes it up to the GOAT status. I really like stealth games. I really like the Metal Gear Solid series or franchise. So I think I'm gonna stick him in GOAT. Yeah, I think the question has been answered. We got more than one GOAT up here. All right, Sonic. Sonic is kind of mid, honestly. Is he better than Mario, though? I mean, they're longtime rivals. He has a lot cooler stuff than Mario does. I mean, this dude can go Super Saiyan. What can Mario do? Gain a little fucking hat on his head that makes him fly for like a couple of seconds? Yeah, Sonic's kind of badass, honestly. And he's fast as fuck. He's definitely above Mario. Is he higher than this? I mean, I don't personally care for him very much. I'm gonna put him in decent. Actually, you know what? He has his own comic books. You know what? I'm gonna put him in damn good. He's more than just a tier above Mario. Ooh, holy crap, I forgot his name. This is the Kingdom Hearts guy. Keyblade Warrior. Oh man, I actually was playing this game a couple of weeks ago and I managed to forget his name. But you know what? I think that his rival, which I also forgot the name of, but the dude with the long sword, long hair, gray, the badass of the series, Sephiroth, I think is his name, unless I'm thinking of the dude from Final Fantasy VII, which would be Cloud's counterpart. And they kind of have very similar, they're kind of very similar characters, honestly, Cloud and this guy. But I think he gets outshined by the side characters, because obviously the side characters are, characters that people grow up with, like Disney animated characters, like Mickey and all those guys. So I think he kind of gets outshadowed by them. And and by his counterpart rival type character. I think that he's gonna have to go below average, even though I do really like his character. I like his character a lot more than I could say I do for Mario and the Dead Rising 1 guy. But I don't think I could put him. I don't think I could put him up with the average tier because, like I said, I don't remember his name, and he gets outshined by other characters, other supporting cast characters. So I think I'm gonna have to put him below average. Mafia 2 Vito Scaletta. Put him in an S tier. Dude's kind of a legend. Honestly, he switched up the game. All right, he took out who he needed to take out. He got played a couple of times. He did, but going back to Mafia 3, now he's the one making the moves. He's the one telling people what to do. Dude succeeded, and he came up from nothing. Dude's kind of a fucking legend. And Mafia 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, with his story being the entire story of the game. Pretty solid dude. Geralt Rivia from the Watcher series. Okay, he's going up an S. Going up an S tier. Dude's an absolute Chad. He's got a really cool story, and he fucks too. Yeah, he's an S. Raiden from Metal Gear. What was the name of his game? Of his solo game? I don't remember. I don't remember the name of it, but he has his own solo game, and he started out as a side character in the first couple of games, and he ended up getting his own game, which I'm pretty sure is canon in the main series timeline. He's a pretty decent character. He's like a ninja guy. He's got a sword. Yeah, he's a damn good character, I think. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I don't think I need to say anything more or anything at all. The Red Bird from Angry Birds. Dude's kind of dog shit, honestly. He's low key the worst, not the worst. He's low key the second worst bird. The first worst is that bird that splits into three. Fucking hate that bird. But other than that, the red bird's kind of trash. So I'm gonna just put him in gouge out my eyes, kind of round out the list a little bit, because honestly, he could go anywhere on the back end of this tier list. But I'm just gonna put him the lowest because he kind of pisses me off, especially after sitting through the first like 10 minutes of the Angry Birds movie, which is all I watched before I stopped. Because holy crap, did I want to shoot myself watching that movie? The kid from Bully. Dude, he honestly, he's kind of an asshole. I mean, I guess that's kind of the whole point of his character. He plays it out really well, plays that role really well. I'm gonna put him in as damn good. Freddy from FNAF. Honestly, he low key has some pretty crazy lore. I don't really remember much of it. Most of it's hidden. You have to watch like YouTube videos to figure it out. I'm gonna put him in slightly below average. I mean, he's got some cool stuff to him. And then you got like Golden Freddy and stuff like that. And then there's the whole backstory that everybody knows. Take control of the animatronics and stuff. I think he's okay. Holy. Oh my God. This tier is called Gouge Out My Eyes. I'm pretty sure I specifically made Gouge Out My Eyes because these were already labeled like this. Pretty sure when I made this tier list, I made this tier just for this character. I don't think any video game main character has made me as pissed off as this chick right here playing My Life is Strange. I don't think anybody's pissed me off more than having to pilot and play as this character. The side characters in this game were kind of cool. The story itself was pretty cool, but this chick and all of her voice lines and her anytime she talked, I just wanted to smash through my monitor, my TV, whatever I played it on. Terrible, terrible character. Oh my God, Sly. Sly, you're the complete opposite. Okay, every time I see you, I'm happy. All right, you're going in the goat tier. The Thievius Raccoonus, too easy. He got through it. He got to it and then hit the boot scooting boogie. All right, sliding into Sly Cooper 2, 3, one of my favorite trilogies of all time of video games. There was a fourth game. I think I only ever played through it once. Don't really remember it too well, but there was like a time travel aspect to it. It was okay from what I remember, but those first three games really stand out in my mind in terms of nostalgic video games for me. Specifically the second game. The second game is one of my favorite games of all time and probably my favorite off the PlayStation 2 that I've ever played. So Sly definitely has deserved the GOAT status.
Have you ever been walking down the street with your best bro, and while you're walking you accidentally touch hands? You think to yourself, that was weird, but I'm not gay. You are. You are gay.